This week on JambarTV, we'll talk about the STEM Showcase hosted by YSU. Then we'll talk about Campus Pride Month events. We'll also talk about the football team's spring game and their upcoming season.
Hello and welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Austin Caroline.
And I'm Reagan Hilton.
The Rock on campus is known as a place for people to voice their thoughts, but recently attention has been drawn to the Rock for differing opinions and strong language. Editor-in-Chief Elizabeth Koss investigates.
Originally painted to bring awareness to Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month, the Rock has recently been repainted with several statements attacking pro-LGBTQ ideas and beliefs, not once, but twice.
On April 12th, statements on the Rock included "Stop mainstreaming delusion," "Only one flag represents us all," and "Transing kids is sexual assault." On the same day, the Rock was repainted covering up the language and attempting to preserve awareness for Sexual Assault Awareness Month. But the following day, the statements returned to the Rock claiming children are not lab rats and to stop transing kids. Joy Pacabla Byers, the Associate Vice President of Student Affairs, said the Rock is for public discussion and opinion. However, the only language not accepted on the Rock is threats.
It's when it impacts the safety of another. So if it was a direct threat, there are guidelines and scoring, I guess, of different language that is used, but in this case, this would be considered opinion.
Now, while language on the Rock is monitored, Byers said the idea of the Rock is to encourage free speech.
And so with freedom of speech, that is our role as a university. Now, I say this, we also have a role to make sure that we're creating a safe and inclusive environment for all students. And it is a hard line to sometimes juggle, but I have to stress again, it is an opinion of one or a few that we don't have the ability to cover over or to go and respond to. I always encourage people to share your opinion.
Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Elizabeth Koss.
YSU's SGA has announced its new president and vice president as of April 7th, along with representatives for each college. Samantha Smith has more on the topic.
While SGA's new representatives have been announced, there will still be open positions for students to join in the fall.
Jordan Pintar, a sophomore philosophy and anthropology major and new vice president of SGA, explained what positions will be open in the fall.
We have 3 freshman representatives positions open, so those will be appointed next fall once the freshmen are on campus and we can talk to them. We have 3 international representative positions that will also be appointed next fall, just because international students don't always know if they're coming here or not yet. So we appoint that with the freshmen, and then we have a veteran representative position also being appointed next fall.
Pintar said students should keep an eye on their emails for updates and applications if they're interested in SGA.
Those will come out in an email sent to all students by either student government email or YSU email, and that's how you can fill out the application. It'll be online, but we'll also be doing tabling at obviously the student org fairs, and then hopefully we're looking to do at Ignite again like we did this year.
For more information about SGA, visit their website. For Jambar TV, I'm Samantha Smith.
Dwayne Cohill, one of the leading players for the YSU basketball team this past season, found himself in jail last week on April 13th for charges of disorderly conduct and resisting arrest after police responded to a disturbance call. Allegedly, 50 to 70 individuals were at the lot. Officers began speaking with Cohill to question ownership of a vehicle. Cohill allegedly approached one of the officers with an alcohol bottle in hand while shouting profanities. According to that report, Cohill continued to taunt the officers, and when Cohill was then informed he was under arrest for disorderly conduct, he became uncooperative. Cohill was released the following day and pled not guilty to the misdemeanors. He will be back in court in May.
The STEM College will hold its annual STEM Showcase from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow at Mosier Hall. Jambar reporter Molly Burke has more on the upcoming event.
Tomorrow, students in STEM will have the opportunity to present their work and connect with the YSU community at the STEM Showcase.
Emily Brown, coordinator for the STEM Showcase, said there will be a variety of projects at the event.
We have projects from all across the college and all the different majors. There's research projects, there's senior design and capstone projects. Some of our popular competition teams come and show off, like the concrete canoe, the Baja car, the steel bridge, and so they show their work for the year.
Students in the Choose Ohio First Scholarship Program are required to do a project for the showcase. Junior industrial engineering major Elizabeth Williams is a student in the program. She said she is excited to present research about lean manufacturing.
Most exciting part about me presenting is a lot of people don't know much about industrial engineering or lean manufacturing, so it's really exciting to kind of teach them about like what we do and the impacts we actually can make.
Many professors have mentored students as they complete their projects. Hazel Marie, professor of mechanical engineering, said she has advised 18 senior capstone projects for the showcase.
By the time STEM Showcase hits, they've worked on the project virtually both semesters, and it's their capstone. It is the culmination of their degree. And so a lot of the projects are with companies from industry.
Marie said one of the mechanical engineering teams saved a local company $500,000 in efficiency with their research.
The STEM Showcase will be a free and public event. You can come at any time and explore the projects at your own pace. For more information, head to the STEM Showcase website. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Molly Burke.
YSU's Pre-Veterinary Society and Buster's Brigade are teaming up to put on a low-cost vaccination clinic from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. April 23rd in Stanball Stadium Gym. Sydney Wielder, president of the Pre-Veterinary Society, said they'll also offer free low-cost veterinary services.
We do free wellness exams, so the doctor will look at the animal, listen to them, see if they have any illness or ailments going on, like heart murmurs or anything. And then we'll do low-cost vaccinations. Usually they're about half the cost of going to your regular vet. And then we'll also do free toenail trims, and then low-cost heartworm tests and feline combo tests as well.
The clinic is open to anyone who wants to get their pet examined or vaccinated. No registration is required.
Local, middle, and high school students visited YSU for the 45th Annual English Festival this past week. Here's more from Hannah Worley.
Students competed in a variety of different games, workshops, and author discussions at this year's English Fest.
Each year, a series of books is selected by the festival's co-chair and committee. Gary Salvner, a co-chair, explained the value of their selection.
We are demonstrating to kids that reading is not just an academic subject, that literature isn't just an academic study to do at school. It's something that's a part of life, and it is a representation of the experiences of the human condition. And we work very hard to pick books that speak to them, that use young people as protagonists, as main characters, and that deal with issues and so on that are important to young people today.
The festival also invites guest authors based on the selected readings. The 3 authors who visited this year were Elliot Schrafer, Rita Williams Garcia, and Chris Crutcher. Angela Messenger, a co-chair, said Chris Crutcher is a frequent guest and fan favorite.
Some of the favorites that we've used of his before, Staying Fat for Sarah Burns. One of the ones we haven't used before of his is called Loser's Bracket. And then we're using another book called Deadline. And there are a few other books that I won't list all the names right now, but we don't have every author come, but I think that's a nice sampling.
An awards ceremony is held at the end of each day where the winners of the pre-festival competitions and impromptu contests are announced.
Reporting for JambarTV, I'm Hannah Worley.
The Vindies is a local band that has drawn its inspiration from The Vindicator. Since 2014, the Vindies have provided the Mahoning Valley a variety of new music with 2 full-length albums and an EP. There will also be a scheduled re-release of the band's debut album, Keep Going, in vinyl, Record Store Day 2023, at the Record Connection in Niles on April 22nd. The band, consisting of vocalist Jackie Popovec and guitarist John Anthony and Rick Deek, have gone on to perform at several venues, most recently with the Canton Symphony March 18th. Deek said that was a defining moment in his career.
Playing a rock band with a full symphony. So that was definitely special, and it's definitely a show that in 5 years I'm going to look back, I'm going to be like, that was the show. That was fun. That was a blast.
To RSVP for the event, visit bandintown.com.
A range of tuba and euphonium notes fill the air for YSU's Tuba and Euphonium Day from 9 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. April 15th at Bliss Hall. The event hosted guest artists Staff Sergeant Irving Ray, United States Army Band, Pershing's own, and Timothy Northcutt, a tuba and euphonium professor at Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. Connor Remington, senior music education major, said high school and YSU students get to learn greatly with guest artists.
The insightfulness that Tim Northcutt and Sergeant Ray have to give to the students who register for this event, and also being able to play side by side with collegiate musicians at this level and be able to participate in the mass ensemble. It's a good experience in my opinion.
For more information and joining the student ensemble, go to the band's website.
The Ohio State government passed a bill to crack down on electronically distracted driving. For more, here's Jambar reporter Christopher Gillette.
As of April 4th, Ohio motorists are now required to pull over if they need to make a phone call or text. As well, drivers need to leave their phones off their body while they're driving. Drivers over 18 can use hands-free devices or pair their phone with their car.
GPS and navigation displays are permitted as long as they are started before driving. Danny O'Connell, the Director of Support Services, supports the law.
I'm glad Ohio went that way. I know a lot of other states already have that law, so I think it's a good law all the way around. I'm a bicyclist and I ride on trails because I'm afraid to ride on any of the streets with, even with the bike lanes, because I see what happens when people are using their phone.
O'Connell also urged students to keep in mind final stress when driving.
This time of year, if students are distracted because of exams, finals, there's a lot of pressure on the students over the next 2 weeks. And we try and remind everybody about that, not the student who's driving, but the student who's walking.
Many YSU students also expressed their opinions on the issue. Freshman telecommunications major Carter Cook agrees that distracted driving is a problem on campus.
A lot of people are on their phones, and that's probably like the huge thing. And maybe like GPS, because like our campus is kind of confusing for freshmen. A lot of times at night here, a lot of people just like run through red lights because they're on their phone.
Senior athletic training major Lou Janowitz thinks the law will be hard to enforce.
Reading it, it's going to be very difficult for them to actually enforce it and to maintain, to assure that someone's touched their phone one time.
For more on the new law, go to the Ohio Department of Transportation website. For the Jambar, I'm Christopher Gillette.
Alrighty, so we've been seeing the weather kind of be all over the place recently. Betty, what should we expect for the rest of the week?
Thanks, Austin. Now, while a lot of us might be prepared for federal frenzy, you might want to be more prepared to bring an umbrella. I'll have a full detailed report after the break.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's Communication Department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Try some exercise.
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
Hello and welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Elizabeth Koss, and let's hop right into your weekend forecast. Now, as you can see, today is going to have a high chance for rain, and it's going to stick around for most of today, even as it pushes its way up from the south into tonight. And it's going to be an 84% chance of rain throughout the entire of the day, so you're going to want to bring that umbrella. But that umbrella is going to hang around, especially going into Saturday, as this system is going to develop into thunderstorms. And it's going to rain on somebody's parade for federal frenzy, but that's okay. By Saturday night, you're going to see the system push its way out of the valley, and by about 4 p.m., you're going to enjoy federal frenzy, clear skies all the way through. But by Sunday, that rain has a small chance to return. It's going to be overcast for most of the day, but you're still going to want to pack that umbrella just to be safe, of course. It's going to have a small chance of rain, 25%. But let's take a quick look at my 4-day forecast. By Friday, like I said, it's going to be one of the warmest days of the week with a high of 78. But because of that chance of rain, we're going to see our lows dip quite low into 54. By Saturday, that rain will keep things cool, and it'll go all the way up to 63, but the low will be even lower than it was on Friday, with a low of 39 and a high chance of thunderstorms, 94%. By Sunday, we're going to dive right back into some of that more spring-like temperatures with a high of 51 degrees, but those warm temperatures aren't going to last very long because we're going to drop all the way down to 33. And by Monday, while we're getting prepped for final season here at YSU, those spring-like temperatures are going to stick around, so you can enjoy a nice little area over by the fountain with a high of 51 and only a small chance of rain, dropping all the way down to 41%. But you'll want to stay tuned because after the break, Zoe Bechtel will break down the latest student life.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa, and I'm Y and proud.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Back to JambarTV, I'm Zoe Bechtel, and this is your weekly student life update. Jenny Magazine is releasing its newest issue on April 20th. Jenny is an online literary magazine created by YSU students that accepts writing submissions from around the world. This year, the magazine has a supernatural theme, with all the works containing some spooky element. Jenny will be hosting a launch party to honor the writers and staff of the magazine. Poetry editor Tommy Mihalopoulos said he's excited for the event.
It's cool to have everyone coming in for a little celebration, and it's just fun to hang out. Like all the stress and the hard stuff is done. Now we get to celebrate.
Students in the greater community are invited to hear live readings of Jenny Magazine and enjoy food, drinks, and fun. 6 p.m. on April 20th at Westside Bowl. Jason Hess, a junior mechanical engineering major, made YSU history on April 10th by becoming the first ever student to receive the Truman Scholarship.
The Truman Scholarship is a prestigious nationwide graduate scholarship for aspiring public service leaders in the U.S. Hess was selected out of more than 700 applicants based on his distinction in leadership, community service, and academic excellence. Hess said he is grateful for the honor and hopes this brings pride to YSU.
I just thought of all the great people around this university. I didn't think of myself, but I thought of all those people who are just, I don't know, sad that they go to this university, but they should be proud because it means a lot, and to have this community be on my back and represent them is all I could ask for.
After YSU, Hess plans to attend MIT to pursue a master's degree in aerospace engineering and public policy. Campus Pride Month is celebrated throughout April, and for the first year at YSU, the university hosted events with LGBTQ inclusion in mind. Editor-in-Chief Elizabeth Koss explored the events.
From painting the rock to the very first gala, LGBTQ inclusion was YSU's focus for this Campus Pride Month. Events were organized in part by YS Unity and YSU's Student Experience Division. Raven Gurrell, a junior anthropology major and president of YS Unity, said there is importance in honoring the month through activities.
I think it's extremely important because Pride is for everyone. It's mainly focused around LGBTQ plus people, but like you're supposed to celebrate who you are and be comfortable with it. So Pride is very, very important, and I think it's extraordinary that the campus is willing to participate and encourage my group and make people feel safe and welcome here.
Joy Pacabla Byers, the Associate Vice President of Student Experience, said that celebrating Campus Pride is only slightly different than celebrating Pride Month traditionally in June.
I look at it a little bit different, and not that the month of June doesn't have an educational component, but I really think our purpose is providing those educational outlets for individuals to learn and hear more about different topics. I feel like this is my home. I want every student to feel like this is their home. And so my job is not to pick different sides or topics. My job is to educate them. That's what this environment is about. And so I love to provide opportunities to give education and those social opportunities for students, faculty, and staff.
For students interested in participating in the LGBTQ events for Campus Pride Month, the gala will take place here tonight starting at 7 p.m. And students can also tie-dye apparel starting on April 25th right outside the Cove.
For more information about hosting events on campus, you can reach out to Joy Pacabla Byers or Student Activities. For more information about YS Unity, you can reach out to Raven Gurrell. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Elizabeth Koss.
The WCBA held a Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion panel in the Williamson Auditorium as part of its first event for Diversity Celebration Week, April 11th. Speakers at the panel were local professionals from the Youngstown Business Incubator, the Youngstown Flea, and the Ursuline Sisters Mission faculty advisor for the WCBA DEI Student Advisory Board, Elise Gessler, was running the event. She explained the panel was important in teaching people how DEI applies to them.
We noticed that a lot of individuals said, well, how exactly does this apply to me? So we decided, first and foremost, the best thing that we could do was identify how DEI does intersect with all business students, and that is in the professional workplace.
She hopes the event will occur annually. For more information about the panel, read the article on thejambar.com. Stick around as sports editor John Ostapowitz will be in the studio for sports.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. we explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Hello everyone, and thanks for sticking with us on Jambar TV. I'm John Ostapowicz, and let's get into your weekly sports update. The YSU football team wrapped up their spring practice with a red and white scrimmage. Jambar reporter Cameron Nemi has more.
The Youngstown State University football team hosted their annual red versus white spring game here inside Stambaugh Stadium as the red team took a 37-13 victory over the white team on April 15th. The team ended its 2022 season with a 7-4 record and missed the playoffs. The Penguins are hoping for a strong 2023 season as the team will retain a majority of its offensive and defensive starters. Senior quarterback Mitch Davidson returns after an impressive junior year. In the scrimmage, Davidson led the offense in 4 scoring drives with 3 passing touchdowns, which were by seniors Bryce Oliver and Jake Benio. Later in the game, redshirt freshman Cephas Harris III rushed for a touchdown and caught Davidson's last touchdown pass. Davidson spoke after the scrimmage about being one of the veteran leaders on the team and the progress of the team throughout spring training leading into the summer.
You know, he's probably not going to do that, but it's practice. He scores on one of his best friends, so it's a little more exciting in practice.
The starting defense was solid and stopped the run early. Later in the game, the red team defense got a safety in the end zone against the white team offense. Head coach Doug Phillips spoke after the scrimmage about the team's performance throughout spring camp.
We talk about being discipline-driven, and when you play games in Missouri Valley, you got to be discipline-driven, so we got to clean those up.
The football team will kick off its 2023 season at home August 31st against Valpo University. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Cameron Nemi.
After 10 games at home, the Youngstown State University softball team hit the road over a 7-game span, April 14th through the 22nd. To start off the road trip, the team traveled to Indianapolis to face off against IUPUI in a doubleheader on April 14th. In the opener, the Jaguars overwhelmed the Penguins in the bottom of the 5th inning with 7 runs en route to an 8-2 loss. In the nightcap, the team struggled defensively but managed to secure a single run off of a hit by junior Sarah Fessler that allowed senior Haley Roach to score. The lone score proved not enough as Youngstown State fell 2-1. The Penguins turned things around in the series finale with a 6-1 victory on April 15th. To round out the road trip, the team traveled to Columbus to take on Ohio State on April 18th, but fell to the Buckeyes 10-2. With conference play in full swing, all games matter down the stretch.
This game means, they're so crucial, so crucial. Every game can't take anybody lightly, no matter what the records are, regular season, conference, home, away, none of that stuff matters.
Youngstown State is back in action on the road against Green Bay April 21st to the 22nd, with the 21st being a doubleheader. For more information on the games, check out ysusports.com. The YSU soccer team is wrapping up its spring ball league, preparing for next season. Jambar reporter Haley Theory has more on the story.
I'm here at Farmers National Bank Field as the soccer team wraps up their spring ball and prepares for the next season.
The soccer team welcomes 9 recruits to YSU for the 2023 season. Jordan Evans, captain of the soccer team, said they've worked on a lot during spring ball.
What we were able to do in the fall and expand on it and keep growing and keep getting better as a program.
Coach Brian Shroom looks forward to much on the field next fall.
You know, the season itself is always competitive, so most coaches, we enjoy that part of it. We're strategically planning, figuring out who we're going to play, how we're going to play. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
The women's soccer team plays its last game at 1 o'clock this Saturday at Kent State.
I'm Haley Theory for JambarTV.
With a lot of sports on the road this week, let's send it over to Elizabeth Koss with your weather recap.
Thanks, John, and I don't know if I'll see you downtown for Federal Frenzy or not, but I'll have a drink in one hand and an umbrella in the other. But that rounds out our show for this episode of Jambar TV. As always, stay safe, Penguins.
Support for Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.